Hello, baseball fans. Welcome to the Best Brawl Podcast. My name is Billy B, and I am your host. Today we come to you from the comfort of my truck. I am on the way to the dump with a bunch of garbage. So what a perfect time to talk about garbage. Garbage is what we see almost daily as a Giants fan. So, what do I mean by that? Well, again, the San Francisco Giants, we lost to the Miami Marlins 4-2, I think. It was not an offensive display. Again, the Giants made a super, well, I mean, I can't say it. He's a pretty good pitcher. Looked like a Cy Young candidate. They couldn't touch him. Rafi Devers, I think he went 0 for 4. Pretty sure he did. The high-paid professional hitter is not producing anything. He hit one home run. That was my initial thought, was about getting any new player who's going to be a home run hitter. See what they produce, see the production, just basic stats. Look at the numbers, and holy smokes, this guy's got to get on board here soon. He's smiling at least and joking. Well, who wouldn't be smiling and joking if you're being paid this much money to do absolutely zero except for smile and talk through an interpreter? Wouldn't that be a wonderful advantage if you could talk through an interpreter your whole life? That'd be crazy, huh? You could just babble on in some weird, I could do my Nana Tutu Pookie Dookie speech. Just whatever words sounds I want to utter out of my yak in rhythm, and then have somebody next to me eloquently say something. Maybe I should look into that. Maybe we should look into that. Oh boy. Well, today the Giants. So that's my post-game summary. There's really nothing to frickin' talk about, except for the immense displeasure of losing 2 games in a row to a last place team. I'm sure the guys on the team are nice fellas, and they're fun to be around, and I certainly respect their pitching skills. I mean, you guys look awesome. You look like a first-rate baseball team, and that's cool. Maybe I should follow the Marlins a little bit more. Stremski was amazing. He threw out 2 people yesterday. He was pretty cool, and he hit a home run at first swing, first batter, boom, home run. I think that was like the only runs they scored. I think, or am I mixing the 2 games together? I don't know. I think Webb struck out 8. He almost got to 13. He didn't quite go 8.5 innings, and they didn't quite score 8 runs. But that's what we're going to hope for today. We're going to hope the Giants shake this off like water on a dog or water on a duck's back. We're just going to shake it off, let it fall to the ground, and pick ourselves up off the ground. And try not to get swept, because that would be horrible, going into a long road trip to the East Coast after getting swept by like the worst team in baseball, when you just took like this gigantic pay problem. I wonder what it's like to be an owner of a baseball team and, you know, write checks to these guys every fucking week. Or I don't know. Do baseball players get paid every week? I know that jockeys in Northern California would get paid on Thursdays. You know, for what they did the previous week, and that was always a crazy moment. You know, but when do baseball players get paid? Do they get paid monthly? Do they get paid weekly? Do they get paid bi-monthly? I'm just curious to know how big that sum is that's deposited into their bank account. Wouldn't that be interesting to know? Wow. All right, well, baseball fans, this is how I feel. This is how I feel, and it's kind of disappointing, you know, to be a baseball fan and have such disappointment. I hope the team feels this way. I mean, you know, they look like they care. Most of them do. Yastrzemski does. Schmidt does. He got hit in the hand. They fucking beamed him. They beamed our best hitter currently, right? Casey Schmidt beamed him in the fucking hand. One of those pitches where you can't get out of the way because it's like under your fucking chin. You're using your hand to deflect the ball from your face. Which, by the way, Casey Schmidt was hit in the face in the minors. So, you know, holy smokes, 100-mile-an-hour heater up under the chinny, and you got to deflect it with your wrist. And you are like one of the best fielders in the game. They threw at him. They fucking threw at him. And what did we do? Nothing. 0. That is what is really under my skin. Is Casey Schmidt is like, you know, the epitome of Buster Ball. Can anybody throw the ball harder than him? Okay, Chapman might. But Casey Schmidt is a phenomenal athlete. Who else can play every position in the infield? Huh? Can Rafi go play first? No. Fuck no. I could probably play first base better than him, god damn it. Alright. Sorry about that. Alright, well, I think I need to take a tranquilizer and calm down. I was kind of hoping the podcast would, well, maybe venting like this will help me go through the day with a better attitude without the weight of a dysfunctional freaking baseball team. Wow. Holy schmoly. I mean, they made the Marlins look like they're champions. Like they're unbeatable. Unbeatable. Unhittable. Unhittable. Anyway, we're going to have a better attitude now. We're going to, you know, take some BP, take some grounders, have some lunch, and get ready for the game, do some squats, some sit-ups. Yep, that's what we're going to do. Watch some film, study the pitchers. We're going to prepare ourselves for a game where we put a bunch of crooked numbers up. I want to see 10 runs. Yep, that's what I want to see. I want to see 10 runs, and I would like to see Hayden Birdsong do something. Pass like the second inning. Okay? Hope you look forward to the pregame show on the Buster Ball Podcast. Enjoy your afternoon.